What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to a brand new show. This is Love After World Domination. Okay, sure. So, if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. I'm a British guy who reacts to seasonal-based anime. We've been doing this for about 2 years now, and this is my... We took a season off last time. This is my return, and so far it's gone okay. I mean, I'm still here, just, but it's not gone quite to plan, as per usual, as most of you who know me. But this is the busy day. Friday is the busy day. We've got 5 shows here on a single day, which, back in the day, I used to handle no problem, but nowadays that's not so much something I can do regularly. Like, if it's one day out of a week, I can maybe get away with it, because I can use another day to pick up some shows. Like, for example, I could do one of them... I could have done one of them yesterday, and then have 4 to do today to ease the load a little bit, or I could spread it out a bit more. And I think that will probably happen more. And of all the shows on this day that I'm thinking of moving to maybe put on a different day just to make my schedule a bit easier, this is probably the one. It's either this or Executioner, because I'm not 100% certain on how I feel about Executioner right now. I do want that second episode to impress me. The first episode was good, but I need the second episode to come through. And then this is the other unknown. The other 3, 2 of them are sequels that I know are going to do well, I'm going to enjoy. And Aharen-san is very enjoyable, so it's got to be one of these 2. And this first episode is going to make an impression as to which one they'll ultimately end up being, I suppose. I don't think I'm going to drop any of these shows. At least if this show is going to be good, like I hope, I don't think I'm going to drop any of this. But this is the only candidate for a drop, I think, left on this day. Maybe Executioner, but I don't see Executioner's second episode being that bad, so we'll see. Anyway, what I like to do when I load up a show for the first time is take a look at the AniList page for the show, take a look at synopsis, tags, voice cast, studios, etc. To kind of get a basic feel for the show before we head into the first episode and see if it can impress me from there. That's how I've always done it. I know people prefer me sometimes to go in completely blind, but... at the same time, I can't go in completely blind because I have to form a schedule and get that all sorted. I have my preview videos that does this exact thing as well, so it's like I'm never really going in blind because I've done a preview, so people know what shows I'm going to be watching that season. So this is just an extension of it and to refresh the idea in my mind. So loading up the AniList page here. There are 2 sides to every coin: light versus dark, good versus evil, love versus hate. Yeah, simple binary facts. Sometimes the line between the 2 grows thin, and it's so easy to cross. Well, yeah, I mean, heroes that turn villains, light going to the dark side, good becoming evil, that happens. Something you love might become something you hate, so that's very true in relationships, actually. So it's no surprise that Fudo Aikawa, aka Red Gelato of the Gelato 5, and hero to all people, just may have happened to fall for the villainess and member of the shadow organization Gecko, Desumi Magahara. But when opposites like these attract, there's more than a few obstacles to their love. What's a pair like this to do? Now, we've seen these types of shows before. It's like the Romeo-Juliet style storyline of, oh no, we can't be together, but I really want to make it work. Like, storyline. Like, 2 opposing factions can't find love, but somehow they will. I've seen this happen before. I think it was Our Last Crusade was one of the ones that we've watched here on the channel that ultimately dropped, because it was just like... you've got to make it somewhat believable that you're going to force these 2 together, but like in that one, I think they ended up going to the movies together at some point. I just don't... it was just weird for that universe to have like both of them go to a movie theater. It just seems like they were trying to hit cliches just for the sake of forcing the characters together. And if you're doing that in episode 2 or 3, you've run out of ideas to get your characters together already, really. So I am hesitant about a storyline like this, where it's the Romeo-Juliet style. It's doing fairly well in ratings. It's by Project Number 9, who have been on a bit of a rom-com streak of late. I mean, we've had Tomazaki. Higehiro was more of a dramatic romance, but they seem to be settling themselves into romance titles for now. We've got another one coming up in the summer for rom-com. We've got another rom-com scheduled for somewhere later. I don't know if this is a full show or an early 2023 show. I guess we'll wait to see, but they seem to be cementing themselves. They've done some, like, action-adventure stuff, but they seem to be very much in their romance phase as of right now, and I love a good romance story, so I'm hoping this is going to be one of them. Like I said, ratings are doing okay, so that gives me some hope. Voice cast wise, I do know Yusuke Kobayashi. That is ReZero's Subaru. I do know that voice. Also, what was it? Who's the guy from Yojo Senki or Saga Tiny Evil? Is it Grants? Was he Grants? I think it's Grants. Yeah, Grants. As well as a bunch of other roles and stuff. Like, he's appeared in a lot of shows, but Subaru is probably the main one that people will know him from. That people say, oh yeah, I know that person. Otherwise, I don't actually recognize any of these other names. I feel like I should recognize Rina Hidaka, but I don't know where from. Just something about that name rings to me, but I don't know if I've heard that name before. Or Ikumi Hasegawa. I'm terrible with voice actor names at the minute, especially since I've been away for a little bit and they're not fresh in my memory. But yeah, I've seen this recommendation, Boys School Juliet. Now, this is a show that I've heard mentioned before. I think it was Nep who said that they loved this show. I might be misremembering Nep, I'm sorry, but I'm assuming you're watching this show if it is something like Boys School Juliet. Whether it's going to be any good or not, you'll have to see and how you think it compares, but fairly certain it was you that said this. Nep being one of my longest viewers with me on the channel since before I did this and my other projects, really. So, been here a long time, hence why they are moderator on my Discord. The only one other than Ollie who's been my friend for as long as I remember, basically, at this point. But yeah, so also I just want to briefly have a quick look at this image. I mean, it's the Power Rangers, right? They are the Power Rangers, just the Jalalo 5, I guess. We got some unique enemies, I guess. I don't know who this is. I guess this is the commander. Well, no, she's meant to be a leader, right? Is she a leader? The villainess and member. I guess by villainess she is the top boss, but maybe this one is more in charge? I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know. Maybe this is the final boss that we have to fight. I don't know, but like, these designs are bizarre. I mean, it's kind of cool in their own way, but like, we've got, I don't know, Discount Blastoise up here. Like, what? I don't know why. I'm curious to meet this one. And then, of course, you got all the Rangers, who look fairly generic. But again, it's uniform. It's gonna be generic looking. And man here he got some chest. Like, I think I joked on the preview video that, especially with this image, he's got just as much, if not more, chest than her, which I just love from a design standpoint. It's kind of, you don't see that too often. Let's just put it that way. So, yeah, I'm hopeful this is a good take on the Romeo and Juliet idea, but I guess only the episode can really point it out. The first episode is titled "I Love You," so that. I wonder how quickly confession and romantic nature will kick in, because as you guys know, when it comes to romance anime with me, I love romance anime, but Japan, especially in anime form, it might be different for manga because they have a lot more time to develop and go beyond what the anime shows, obviously. The anime only adapts like the first couple volumes, if that, of a show. So it's kind of like the beginning of a series. But with anime, it's always the build-up to the relationship, and then it stops. It either stops with the first kiss, or it stops with the confession. And you spend 12 episodes umming and ahhing about, do I like you? Do I feel jealous when someone else is talking to you? Does she feel the same way as I do? Like, it's so many of those situations, and like, somewhat cliched stuff as well, with like typical dates, typical festivals, and like going to watch the fireworks, coming close to holding a hand or going for the kiss, but then being interrupted by said friends. Like, there's so many of that. So any show that kind of like does not do that and like moves forward, not necessarily faster, but like picks up the pace a bit so that we actually see something with the actual relationship starting, always has a bit of an edge for me in terms of how I view a romance story. So, like, Horimiya gets a plus for that. Ori Monogatari is still my favorite romance show of all time, I think. Gets a plus for that. Tonikawa kind of blended the two ideas together. Like, yes, they're already married, but it's also a case of getting to know each other and falling in love with each other at the same time. So it's like, it mixed the two. just with the way it did the scenario. So yeah, I mean that's with a title like I Love You, I'm assuming there's going to be a confession pretty early on, and maybe the show's not about do I love you, do you love me, but more of how do we get this to work. In which case, I think I'd like this. So, hoping it goes that direction. We'll see. I'm going to give it a couple of episodes anyway to find out, and probably move this to a different day or move Execution to a different day, depending on which one I prefer. So, anyway, I've rambled on long enough. As per usual here on YouTube, we do timer-based format reactions. So if you want to see, there's no video or audio from the original material going to be shown here. If you would like to see that and me on the screen at the same time, you can go into my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture and picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from my current seasonal lineup, as well as the return of Patreon Quest shows, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, as well as a whole backlog of shows I've done before. You can go on my Patreon, search through the tags to see what shows I've done. I've tagged them all so that you can see all episodes of certain shows if you want. Like Horimiya. I'm fairly certain was one of those shows, so if you want to see my watch through of Horimiya, picture versions are there on Patreon. But here on YouTube, we have to do timer-based for copyright reasons, of course. So bottom left of the screen, you're going to see a timer for the episode. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, play. When play start the episode, I start the episode, we should be in sync. We are watching this one on Crunchyroll since they've licensed basically everything thanks to the new Funimation merger that kicked in this season. No logos or anything, we're just going straight into the episode. We're looking at, was it the cherry blossoms? I think. Basically implying, hey, it's spring, which most romance anime tend to start in spring, and a lot of shows tend to start in spring, let's be honest. Because it's a new beginning, makes sense for symbology, right? But you can also use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this by my headset to tell when scenes are transitioning. Now you help us sync it up as well. So, as I itch my back, let's get into the first episode of Love After World Domination, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Ladybug. Okay, we are two together already. Aww, they're cute. So we're starting off with them already knowing each other and already enjoying each other's company. Okay. So we are starting with them pre-established, or is this a flash forward? Okay, I love just sitting at the top of this, watching as the battle races on. I like that a lot. Ooh, hello. Blue Ranger. Yellow Ranger. Pink Ranger. This is just Power Rangers. Ooh, hello. I do like the trails and the impacts. They're quite nice. And they're totally invisible. I love it. Don't stare too hard. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Starting off lewd, huh? Third date hand holding. Woof. uh, so I'm guessing she has a relatively sheltered life, more than likely. As long as, well, at least she doesn't think this is going to make her pregnant. So she's not the worst I've ever seen. Engaged in fight. There we go. Okay. Freezing Sentai Ladder 5. Okay. Secret Society Gurko. Okay. The Reaper Princess. That's a cool name, actually. Mm-hmm. Alright, OP time. Okay, so he's pretty boy, I guess. I'm guessing she's the sexy one. This is the cute one. I'm guessing. And this is the serious, dedicated one, I'm guessing. Yep, here it is. So maybe he is the leader, not her. She's just a high rank. Ooh, hello. What's this liquid chamber thing? Good OP. Good OP. Here we go. And now you're hand holding. You don't have to engage in the battle every time to start it, though, but... Oh, I like them already. Sure. Aw, that's adorable. Aw. Okay, I like that we're starting off with this. Oh, is this a flashback, or are we going to work all the way through it? Training, as you'd expect. I hope that wasn't a flash forward and we go back to that after this, like, flashback, essentially. Flare pink. Haru, okay. %, real milk. Yep. Why do I recognize your voice? Yeah. Don't call girls cute little kittens. Doesn't typically work out too well. Misaki and Daigo, okay. Meeting time. Professor Big Gelato? Yeah, okay. Okay. Professor Big Gelato. Ooh. Yep, the villainess. Only appeared 6 months ago. Okay, so. Mm-hmm. She's so like she's their new super weapon. Oh, here she is, I guess. Off we go. Oh my god, we're getting Blastoise already. Okay. I'm calling him Blastoise. Culver and Bear, okay. He's Blastoise. I'm calling him Blastoise. I'm sorry. Oh, yep. Okay. Okay. Transformation sequence. Not the most impressive I've ever seen, but hey, it's fine. It keeps with the show's theme, honestly. Okay. 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 That makes more sense, yeah. Pistachio? Okay. Okay. I love it. Oh my god. It actually. Okay. It's actually relevant. Okay. Okay. Let's go, Peach. These moves, I love them. And finally, Soda. I love it. Okay. It feels like straight out of a kid's show, and I love it. Yeah. Lost Horse. I make myself laugh too easily with this. Hello. Want to fight her with caution, so I'm doing it alone. I mean, he's the leader, so I guess it's meant to happen, but still. Nice. Holy shit. Guess he's not as strong. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's still training. Jesus. Still going. Oh my god. Right, yeah. Mm. Nope, he's dealing with yeah. Hmm. If only he knew. Okay. This is true. You're gonna regret those words. Mm. Definitely. If only you knew. Of course you do. Of course you do. Uh, I like. I like him. Honestly, this cast is already doing amazing. I'm already falling in love with them. The awkward silence. I love it. Just so abrupt out of the blue. Aww. He's in the same. Ooh. Hmm. Okay. How do you know that? How does he know that? That's a good shot. Again, how do you know this? Come on, say you call it, say you call it. How does he know all this, by the way? Oh. Protein man, okay. Aw. Hmm. Hmm. The mechanics of dating. Don't worry, I'm clueless as well. It's not really like inspiring. Hmm. Mm-hmm. There always will be. No. Helco? Okay. Is that her? Yeah. Aw. Yeah. Hmm. Holy shit. Nice. Another Dialogue Plus song. Dialogue Plus have been doing a lot lately, I've been realizing. Because they also did Skeleton Knight, right? I love that song. This is a complete difference in tone, though. But still good. Yeah, probably not listening. Next time, the truth about dating. Okay. Well, okay. All concerns I had for this are out the window because I love these characters already. I'm already loving these characters. I love their dynamic already. I think it's just going to work. We've got over the hurdle of do we, don't we? It was very quickly done. Don't get me wrong, but at least we're over that hurdle, and now we can start exploring other aspects of it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is what I hoped it would be. Put simply, like this is what I had hoped, and I'm not disappointed. I love the typical like Power Rangers over the top like vibe we get from all these fights, and then of course you got this cute little couple just having a picnic in the background whilst this fight's going on. But as soon as someone comes up to check and make sure Red's okay, it's just like intense battle. I love it. I think that's clever. I think that's very clever to allow them to have their moments together, but also like save face. I do like that a lot. So who is voicing Destiny? It is Akumi Hasegawa. Where have I heard you before? Because I almost certainly have. Aisha from Realist Hero. Oh, she's Melise from 86, and also Minami from Tomazaki. Okay. That's where I would have heard you before. Got it. Cool. And then Hayato is Kazuyuki Okitsu. I swear I've heard them before as well, but I don't know where. The Hakuya from Realist Hero. The Yoshida from Higehiro, really? Oh, Gavalt from Demon Lord's Omega. I can hear that in the voice, definitely. I can definitely hear that. Apparently they were Hughes from Millionaire Detective, but no. You wouldn't tell that because Hughes was very like heavily edited. Yeah, it's more the Gavalt from Demon Lord Omega that that you can really hear that same performance come through, or a very similar one anyway. But yeah, that was about as good as I could have hoped, honestly, for a first episode of this show, and makes my life really difficult because now I've got to decide what do I do, because I don't think I can consistently do 5 shows in a single day. I don't think I can do that regularly, so I've got to move something. What do I move? Like, Kaguya's not going anywhere, Ahara's not going anywhere, Science Fair and Love isn't going anywhere. Love After World Domination, I don't want to move. Executioner, I don't really want to move either. Unless the second episode is bad, but I don't think it will be. What do I do? Like, what do I do here? I mean, I don't know about the Saturday shows yet. It's very likely that Aoishi could go. Shikamori and the Couple of Cuckoos I am undetermined of. I'm fairly certain Spy and Family's going to stay. Fairly certain. Maybe I move one of these to the Sunday, because I feel like the Sunday shows are probably going to get changed as well. It's tough. It's actually really, really tough. I don't know what to do. This first episode's thrown such a problem to me. Like, part of me was almost hoping this may have been kind of average, so I could say, I'll watch this another time and I'll just knock it off for now. But it's too good. It's too good to knock off. Crap. Well, I've got to figure something out, and as soon as I do, I'll let people know on Discord, because that's probably going to be the best place to do it. I'll update my schedule on there when I figure out what I'm going to do. It'll depend on the Saturday and Sunday shows, more than likely. Either this or Execution is probably going to want to move. Or maybe I might move Science Fair and Love, just because that show is a sequel. The people who are watching it are going to be watching it anyway, not necessarily depending on the day of it, so I might move that one just to give the new shows a chance to shine on their day. I might do that. Because as much as I love Science Fan and Love, I know it's not going to be a super popular show, so maybe if I move it around a bit, it won't matter so much. I'll have to have a think about that, but fantastic first episode, super excited for the next one. I want to just start binging this show, honestly, I really do, but I've got to get on with the rest of the day, so that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2022 lineup you can find out on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.